Things have been going well. You know, on top of the fact that I think we're going to be a little bit more talented of a team on the field, the unity of the team is also excellent. So combining those two things and what's happened over the preseason with some of our scrimmages, I'm very optimistic about having a good season. Last year, Bree Carr was a player who was coming off mono, and I don't think ever really hit her stride last year just because of that. You know, she couldn't train over the summer, and because of that, never really got fully fit. This year, she came in extremely fit. Right now, she's probably playing a good level of soccer that is going to make us a very dangerous team up front. Kelsey Chapman, again, a player who we switched over from midfield to forward last year. She's got all the tools. The big thing is mentally she has to believe that she's going to be a scorer. She has to be more goal-oriented. Again, we bring back Danny Lentz, who also scored some goals for us. We have a newcomer in Brielle Filch, who we feel can provide us with some scoring either out of the midfield or up front. And a real surprise for me has been the play of Nikki Ortiz up front. She scored a couple goals for us in the preseason. She's provided us with the ability to hold the ball up front. So again, we've got some depth. We return a senior in Jess Allen, who again hasn't always scored goals, but at the same time has provided us with a good work rate up front. So we've got some options. In the midfield, I think we return a real good core of players with Danny Lentz and Karen and Selmo being the two that kind of anchored things last year. We lost Lauren and Jess to graduation, but again, we bring in a player like Brielle, Hannah Holmock, who is another good player and has shown an ability to control the ball, distribute the ball. I think Britt Walters may take a year, but again, pretty steady player, but has some things she needs to improve on, and just the physicality of the league is something she's going to have to get used to. But again, we've got choices in the midfield, and you know, I think any coach will tell you that as long as you have some of that competition on your team, you have choices to make that it's going to keep us motivated to get better. Yeah, I really feel that in the back, this is the deepest we've ever been. I mean, we really have some kids that can play. Kelly Howasack last year was on her way to having a great year and got anterior compartment syndrome. I can't say enough about Sarah Weaver. Sarah has been a 4-year starter for us, just a warrior in the back. And, you know, those two kids are somewhat the leaders of they are the leaders of our defense. But, you know, last year Colleen Dempsey was not real healthy, toughed it through. Hopefully this year she'll be able to play a season without any injuries. We bring in, you know, again, Nikki Semenza, Kate Gross, kids that have played for us, started for us. They're being pushed by a couple of incoming players, Sarah Pierce, Nikki Wynn. Again, I can see where I'd feel very comfortable playing 6 to 7 different kids. We've got fortunate to get a transfer from IUP and Casey Reber. There's a lot of competition there. There's a lot of depth there, and it's just throughout the season it's going to make us a better team. We have both goalies returning. Both have had opportunities to play and start. Obviously, Alana has had the most experience in goal over the last few years. And Sarah, being a freshman last year, got her feet wet, I would say. Now they're competing for playing time. And that's, again, what we need. We need that. We need players competing with each other in practice, healthy competition that will push individuals to get better, which will then make us better as a team. Number one, staying healthy. You know, even though we are deep, and I feel that we can play numerous players, you still have to have players be injury-free. Number two, we have to develop an ability to score consistently, and I think that's a huge key. We haven't been able to do that over the years. And if we can develop the ability to put pressure on a team to generate goal-scoring chances on a consistent basis, we're going to score goals. And that's been our biggest problem, just generating those chances on a consistent basis. And I'd say three is our goalkeeping. We need to get good, solid, reliable goalkeeping out of Alana and Sarah. I think, again, defensively, as far as the field players are concerned, they're going to do a good job. We'll have a good midfield. But again, the two ends, as far as scoring consistently and getting a good, consistent effort out of our goalkeepers, are going to play a big role.